I were a naive aesthetic practitioner, I'd tell you that all my clients are my best friends. And honestly, in 99% of cases, that's the way it is. Treatments go well, you're having a laugh and a joke, you're sharing for the stories, you're talking about what's going on in the news, how the weather is. But then something changes. Something goes wrong in this friendship contract. And they are getting results they weren't expecting. And now they forget about that late night appointment you squeezed in, that weekend you were there later for them, that skincare you offered to give them so that they could try it out. And then all of a sudden, from thanks, my treatment's amazing, to these are not the results that I expected, becomes all about responsibility, accountability, and who might pay me out. It's a paperwork challenge. And your clients have the legal right to access their medical forms, their consent forms, and the appointments, the products, the batch numbers, everything you did in that treatment. Now, because it's Joe from next door, you might have forgotten to get that signature at the end, or you might have added a treatment on that you forgot to add to your appointment, your consent form. You may have presumed that all her medical form and consent forms from last time are exactly the same as this time, and she's had no new updates to her medication. Now, even if on the day you handled the treatment and the actions perfectly well, sterile environment, well consented verbally, and the treatment actually you thought was exactly how it was expected to go. But if your consent form is not up to scratch, you have given patient and client neglect. Because the moment they say, please can I have your insurance provider, your insurance provider is going to want before and after photos so they can see what the before and after look like. They're going to want, is your appointment and the date of this timestamped relevant to the time that the patient is saying for? Has it fully been signed and consented? Was the documentation for aftercare and consent sent to a client prior to the appointment so that they had time to mull things over as well? And did you upload all of the batch numbers for every single product that you used, just in case actually this isn't your neglect and actually it's a manufacturer issue? Now, of course, if you're using faces, our AI assistant would make sure none of this got missed. It would also make sure that you are fully compliant in line with all the insurance providers that are regulated on the platform, which is over 12 different insurance providers. So I know we don't want to talk about the doom and gloom and what's likely to happen on a bad day, because you're never going to have a bad day. And Joe from work is never, ever going to sue you. I tell you now, one day she will want to. And it will be all your fault, and everything in the past is forgotten about, because everybody is friends with you until they're not. So stay compliant, stay safe, use faces consent. I don't know why I popped here. That was meant to be a mic drop, actually. So I had no mic. I just had my hands and all nervous doing these types of videos because it's meant to be all about personal branding content. But it's true. Proof is in the pudding, and the pudding is faces.